Last Saturday night, All Elite Wrestling made a big statement with their debut event, Double or Nothing, that has received rave reviews. And what this WWE did to counter this? Absolutely nothing. Last Saturday was considered to be, without a shadow of a doubt, a monumental night. All Elite Wrestling made a monumental statement with their debut event, Double or Nothing, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. A sellout crowd with an enthusiastic audience witnessing amazing matches, including Cody Rhodes versus Dustin, and an amazing, most emotional match ever seen. As you could see, Cody Rhodes and Dustin were hugging each other. It was a beautiful moment to behold. And let's not forget the debut of Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose. Like, the Mox has gone out of the asylum and ready to go crazy at AEW, and it made a statement. Let's not forget Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. That was an awesome match. The reveal of the AEW new belt. The Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros, and an amazing 5-star match in my book. The return of Awesome Kong. I'm telling you, Double or Nothing made me proud to be a wrestling fan. Thank you, AEW. Now, that being said, what did WWE did to counteract this? Practically nothing. In other words, doing the same old crappy booking. This week's Raw and SmackDown was just no different. They just didn't even put any effort whatsoever. They just copied and pasted it and just throw it in there on autopilot. There was some notable moments, like the Money in the Bank briefcase boombox by Brock Lesnar. Now, not gonna lie, it was fun to watch, but they made a cool thing turn a little bit lame with making it into an actual boombox. Hell, there was a certain segment where Sami Zayn name-dropped AEW on WWE TV. Like, wow, hell just freezed over. You mentioned a rival promotion. And SmackDown is not any different. Nothing meaningful, nothing significant, just bland, actual bland. And Elias won the 24/7 championship, which is not even going to mean anything anyway. Considering that this is just nothing more but a lower card / jobber title, would I think it's going to mean something, when really, no, it's not. Basically a carbon copy version of the Iron Man Heavy Metalweight Championship, without the surreal, wacky charm to justify. But what do we expect from a company that has little to no creativity at all, no sense of a good direction, that have a massive talent, but yet they only use part-timers? An overcrowded creative department, with some of them, for the most part, that have little to no experience with wrestling at all, and even if some of their ideas get passed by some miracle, they're going to be changed on the fly by one head that is so old and senile that just does not get it with what's going on in professional wrestling today. The only thing worth a damn in the WWE bubble is NXT, their developmental brand. I mean, a superior brand, I might add. Something that Triple H had put a lot of love and creativity into it, that is going to be the blueprint of what the WWE main roster should be, but yet for some reason Vince McMahon treated it like it's a redheaded stepchild. Basically, whatever Triple H creates something amazing, Vince McMahon just picks it up and just sucks the life out of everything what makes it so good in the first place. And you know what's really symbolic about last Saturday night? Double or Nothing was not only an amazing show, it had some flaws, don't get me wrong, but it was still an amazing event nonetheless that makes me proud to be a wrestling fan. Which reminded me of what Christian Cage said back in 2005 during his TNA debut.
There was two companies. One was old, stale, and lacking direction. The other one I was a part of. It was young, hungry, and cutting edge. And there's still two companies. One is old, boring, and lacking direction. And the other one is
All Elite Wrestling. All Elite Wrestling is the cool company now. The #1 alternative that is young, hungry, and cutting edge. And to me, this is a big, massive whiff of fresh air that is going to revigorate the professional wrestling scene in North America. And I think this is something that it needs it, and this is something that the fans deserve. A #1 alternative for everyone to enjoy. And to me, this is something perfect to give WWE a kick in the ass. Now, look, I love the WWE. I don't hate the WWE. It's just that it needs to get its shit together. It just needs to get its head out of its own ass. And that's what happens when you don't have competition. You get stale. You get complacent on the things that you do. So the professional wrestling scene needs competition in order for it to succeed. Competition brings a lot of factors that the professional wrestling scene needs. It brings more employment, it brings more opportunities, it brings a lot of variety for the fans and also for the wrestlers to have. Again, the more promotions that the professional wrestling scene in North America has, the better off. So I'm hoping the WWE gets its act together and start making some content. But you know what? But then again, I'm not holding my breath. Based on the stale and lousy in-ring product that WWE main roster gives us on a weekly basis, I have a feeling that AEW is going to bring these lapsed fans to TNT to watch their product. And let me tell you, AEW is like that hot girl that you find on the street where you're looking at while you're with that plain old girlfriend that you have for so long. I can't wait to see what AEW has in store next.